So I was looking at some financial results and wow, Transformers and Rectifiers India or TARIL had a pretty significant quarter, right? So,
Yeah, actually, they did. I mean, looking at their reports, it's clear they've had quite a jump in performance this last quarter and 9 months.
okay, so like how significant are we talking here?
Well, their revenue from operations, just on a standalone basis, jumped by 49% compared to the same quarter last year, which is pretty impressive.
49%. That's a huge leap. Where was that mentioned exactly?
It's right there in their unaudited standalone financial results. They sent it to the stock exchanges, detailing the quarter ending on December 31st, 2024.
Okay, got it. And what about their overall profit?
Profit after tax, or PAT, saw an even bigger jump, up 276% compared to last year's third quarter. That's a massive increase.
Wow, a 276% jump. I mean, that's like going from a small hill to a mountain overnight.
Exactly. And it's not just standalone results that are impressive. Their consolidated numbers show a similar pattern.
Oh, really? So, what do the consolidated results look like in terms of revenue?
On the consolidated front, their revenue from operations increased by 51% year on year. Pretty solid, wouldn't you say?
Absolutely, a 51% revenue jump. And what about the consolidated profit figures?
The consolidated profit after tax jumped 252%. Again, a really significant boost compared to last year.
So, both the standalone and consolidated numbers are way up. I mean, this has been a pretty great quarter, right?
Yeah, and actually, their investor presentation highlights this with some pretty clear charts showing revenue, EBITDA, and profit growth.
Okay, so beyond just the numbers, what's driving this growth? I mean, was anything mentioned?
Well, they're focusing on some key areas. Niche transformers, for example, are a big part of their strategy, which means specialized products for unique needs.
Niche transformers, okay, so not just the regular ones, right?
Right, they're expanding their range of specialized transformers like furnace, rectifier, and various specialty transformers, which seems to be paying off.
Makes sense, I guess. So are they just focusing on domestic sales?
Not at all. They also have a global footprint with sales in over 25 countries. So it's a mix of both domestic and international markets.
That's pretty cool. And what else are they doing on an operational level?
So they successfully conducted a short circuit test on a 500 NVA transformer. And this, highlights their capability in manufacturing high capacity transformers.
Okay, I see. A short circuit test. That shows that their transformers can handle a lot, right?
Exactly. It is like testing a car's crashworthiness, showing how well it holds up under extreme conditions.
Right. And they've also made some interesting strategic moves, right?
Yes, they acquired a controlling stake in POSCO Pogenemp, which is a CRGO processing unit. And this means they now have better control over their raw materials.
CRGO processing. What is CRGO exactly?
Well, it's cold rolled grain oriented steel, a key component in transformers. And with this acquisition, they've become more self sufficient, reducing reliance on external suppliers.
So it's kind of like a farmer owning his own mill, right? Which gives them more control. Yeah.
Yeah, precisely. And it's not just about controlling costs, it's about ensuring quality and timely supply of a key raw material.
Right. Okay. And what about their future plans? Any insight there?
Well, they're looking at a technology agreement for critical components, moving towards more backward integration. They aim to be operational by December 2025.
Okay. So continuing to grow, I see. And, that's going to be beneficial in the long run.
Absolutely. I mean, it's like they are building their own supply chain, so it's more sustainable and reliable.
Right. And they also mentioned something about a revenue target, right?
Yeah, they're targeting $1 billion in revenue in the next 3 financial years, which, showcases their ambitious growth plans.
That's a pretty significant goal. And what about their order books?
They have a pretty healthy order book of about 3,686 crore rupees, which provides, good visibility into future revenue.
Okay, so they've got some big contracts lined up, it seems.
Yes, and they also have inquiries under negotiation worth more than 19,000 crore rupees. So, I mean, their future pipeline looks strong too.
Okay, so it sounds like they're in a pretty solid position, right?
Yes, I'd say they are. Their growth this quarter and their strategic moves are, indicative of a strong upward trajectory.
Definitely. It seems like this company is one to keep an eye on.
Yeah, their focus on niche markets, backward integration, and global expansion seem to be paying off. So it's going to be interesting to see their progress moving forward.
So, with all these impressive figures and plans, what do you think will be their biggest challenge moving ahead?
Well, maintaining this growth momentum and, successfully integrating their new acquisitions while managing global market dynamics will be key factors.